Hey class, so I actually recorded myself doing this lesson and then I accidentally deleted it, so now I have to do it again, so I'm not happy with myself. Anyways, here goes the second time. So a linear system is a set of two or more linear equations that are analyzed at the same time. Okay, the point of intersection is the point where two or more lines intersect, and that is called a solution. Okay, so the solution to a linear system of two or more, I'm just going to change my color here, of two equations is a point or set of points that satisfy both equations, and there are different types of solutions. So the first one, for solution number one, we need to put them in the form y equals mx plus b. Okay, so what we're going to do is you have to move this over. So we're going to have y equals that negative 2x turned to a positive 2x, and we still have plus 4. Okay, so now we look at our slope. So our slope is in front of our x. So our slope is 2. And remember, it's rise over run, so we could put a 1 underneath if nothing's there. So it means we're going up 2 and over 1. And then my y-intercept happens at positive 4. Okay? So y happens at positive 4. Put a dot here. And then we know our run is up 2 over 1. Okay? And then we can also do two negatives make a positive. So we can go down 2 over 1 negative, down 2 over 1 negative. And that's how you get your line. Okay? The second one, I'll use a different color. We'll use blue. Okay? And it's already in the form y equals mx plus b. So our slope here is a 2. And we can put a 1 underneath. And then our y-intercept happens at positive 1. So we can go to positive 1 and put a dot. And then we can go for our slope. Up 2 over 1. Up 2 over 1. Go down 2 over 1, okay? What do we notice about the look of this line? Looks awfully parallel, wouldn't you say? So, therefore, the lines are parallel. Okay? So that means no solution because the lines never cross, okay? They are parallel. They never cross. A solution is when they cross. Okay? So let's go to the second type. Okay? So the second type, we need to put it in the form y equals mx plus b. Now in this case, this y is negative, so let's just move it to the other side. And we'll leave everything on the side that it was on. So we still have 2x plus 2. So we just brought that y over. And if you're like me and you just like to see it the right way, I sometimes rewrite it to y equals 2x plus 2. It just makes me feel better. Okay, so now we know that our slope is the number in front of our x, so it's 2 over 1. So that means we're going up 2 over 1. My y-intercept happens at positive 2. So here's my y, so it crosses that positive 2. Okay, and now I can do my slope. So I'm going up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. I could do two negatives, down 2 over 1 negative. Okay, you get the same thing. Okay, now let's do our other one. So I want y equals. So I'm going to take this negative 3x, move it over, and now it becomes a positive 3x. And then I still have plus 1. So my slope here is 3, and I can put it over top of a 1. And my y-intercept is plus 1. Okay, so I go to my y, and I put a dot at plus 1. And now I put my slope. We're going up 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Okay, I can go down 3. 1, 2, 3 over 1. So now let's connect the dots. Okay, and you always add arrows at the end of the line because the line actually just keeps going and going and going. Okay, so what do we notice here? Okay, this is our solution. This is where the two lines cross. So therefore, the lines intersect at, so x would be 1 and y is 1, 2, 3, 4. So at 1 and 4. So that is our solution. Okay, let's do the third option. So solution number 3. Okay, let's start with my red. So I'm going to put it in, what was I going to say? This one, we're going to actually do x and y intercepts. Okay, so for my x-intercept, okay, y equals 0. And for my y-intercept, I have to set x equal to 0. All right, so the first one, we have 2x plus 3, and we're going to multiply it by 0, equals 6. Okay, so 3 times 0 is 0. So we just have 2x equals 6. Now in order to solve for x, we have to divide by 2. So x equals 3. All right, so the point here, y is 0. Oopsie. Y is 0 and x is 3. So x comes first and then y is 0. So I'd put my dot right here. X is 3, y is 0. Okay, for my second point, I'll do it over here. So it's x is 0. So 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 6. So 2 times 0 is 0. So we just have 3y equals 6 and x equals 2. So my point, x is 0 and y is positive 2. So x is 0 and y is positive 2. So here's my line. Oops. All right, now let's do the second one. So I'm just going to draw a line down here. So same thing. We have to do the x-intercept. So x-intercept, y equals 0. And then for my y-intercept, x equals 0. Okay, so the first one we have 4x, okay, plus 6 times 0, okay? But I'm just going to get rid of that because it equals 0 and I don't have very much room. Okay, so you don't even have to put that in. And then minus 12 equals 0. So I just kind of got rid of the y because anything times y is, or 0 is 0. Okay, so now 4x equals, I have to move this 12 over, so it becomes a positive 12. Divide by 4, and then x equals 3. So this x-intercept is at 3 and y is 0. So x is 3 and y is 0. Oh, it's on the same point. Okay, second one. So x is 0. So instead of saying 4 times 0, we know that's 0. So we just have 6y minus 12 equals 0. Okay, so now I got to bring that 12 to the other side. And it becomes a positive 12. And then we divide both sides by 6. So y equals 2. So my point, x is 0 and y is 2. So x is 0, y is 2. Oh my goodness. What do we have here? We have the exact same line. So therefore, the lines overlap to form a single line. So therefore, it's infinite solutions. And infinite solutions means they cross here, 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 they cross here. So they cross a billion times, and it just keeps continuing because the line touches over and over and over because it's the exact same line. Okay, so let's do an example. It says determine the coordinates of the point of intersection of the given linear system and verify the solution. So if we look here, the 2 points cross right here. So I'm going to call it the point of intersection, and x is 1 and y is -1. Okay, so we're going to verify that these actually work. So I'm going to change my color to red for the red line. Okay, so this one I have, I'm going to verify that 0.1 and -1 works on this red solution. So we have x minus y minus 2 equals 0. So x is 1 minus y is -1. And then we have minus 2. And you draw a line down the equal side. So this side already equals 0. So you want to make sure that this is the right side. So we want to make sure that the left side equals 0. So 2 negatives. Negative and negative make a positive. So 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 2 minus 0 is 0. So that means the left side equals the right side. It worked. So let's try the green line. Let's see if this point satisfies the green line. Okay, so we're going to verify that 1 and -1 work for this equation. So we have y equals -3x plus 2. So draw a line down the equal side. So y is -1. So this side equals -1. And now let's figure out the right side. So we have -3, x is 1, so we multiply it by 1, plus 2. So -3 times 1 is -3, and then we have to add 2. -3 plus 2 is -1, so left side equals the right side. So therefore, the solution is 1 and -1 because it worked for both. All right, I'm going to pause here and start a second video to finish the rest.